The mysterious voice that we heard at the end of Sumaru Archon Quest in version 3.3 is Istaroth, or is it? Some of you might say that voice is referring to Focalors, aka the Hydro Archon. So which one is right? Istaroth or Hydro Archon, or even other entity? Well, the basic question is, who exactly is that voice? I know that I'm pretty late to talk about this and many people already discussed it 2 weeks ago. But hey, I might also bring other things onto the table. Better than nothing, yeah? So let's start our investigation. First and foremost, we need to characterize the voice before we select and eliminate all the candidates. Because with that characteristic we build, we will have solid ground or reference to begin with and make our selection more easier. Our first characteristic is that the voice is female. I don't know if that female voice is for the adult or teen category, but regardless, it is female in general. Following with that, the way it sounds kinda slow, crispy, and at the same time gentle as if they give the traveler guidance or advice. Secondly, beside that voice, the entity behind this seems to have the ability to do telepathic communication. We actually have already encountered this telepathic communication several times, one in version 2.8 Golden Apple Archipelago, and one in version 3.3 when the Traveler and Paimon talk to Nahida while in the heart of Irminsul. There are also another moments, like the Traveler talk to Scaramouche in Paradise Di in order to check Hypatia in version 3.2, and lastly, with Scaramouche again in version 3.3 when the Traveler is in the heart of Irminsul. Overall, whoever this entity is, they have the ability to do telepathy. Number 3, in addition to telepathic communication, it actually has some restriction. Based on what we see from Nahida and Scaramouche cases, there are two types, local and physical contact. Nahida use local telepathy. What I mean is, Nahida can only do telepathy due to certain condition and limited space that allow her to enter. In version 2.8 Golden Apple Archipelago, Nahida can talk to Traveler through telepathy and sabotage Dodoko communication because the dream machine that Fatui built there is still active. Even though at the end of the quest the machine technically off, but the effect of it still remain or gradually decrease. So basically, the dream machine makes the entire island become a mirage domain that allows Nahida to enter. It is also the same case for version 3.3. Nahida can do telepathy only because the Traveler is in the heart of Irminsul, where Nahida can monitor or oversee them. You could also say that the Akasa system or Akasa terminal can be used by Nahida to do telepathic communication, but still, under certain condition and limited space. Now, in Scaramouche's case, both the Traveler and Scaramouche need to make contact first, so then they can talk to each other through their mind. In version 3.2, the Traveler made physical contact with possessed Catherine and Hypatia. In version 3.3, made contact directly to Scaramouche's hand. From that information, which type does the mysterious voice fall into? Most likely, it falls into local types, because there is no hint or sign that show us if the Traveler made physical contact directly to the mysterious voice. Even though it falls into local types, but it also has something that makes it different from Nahida case. Nahida needs outside assistance, like Irminsul and the Dream Machine, but this mysterious voice kinda doesn't. So, it seems like telepathy is inherently part of their power and has more radius or space than Nahida. Lastly, the content that mysterious voice share to Traveler is related to how time and fates work in Teyvat or even in Genshin in general. Based on that, we can guess if this mysterious voice at least has pretty good knowledge about fates and time. To summarize, we have 4 characteristics that we can use as reference. They are female, voice sounds slow, crispy, and gentle, can telepathy without outside assistance, and have good knowledge about fates and time. Now, since we already have the characteristics, then we can do the selection aka process of elimination here. And here's the candidates. There are the Archons, Primordial One, Istaroth, Alice, Night Mother, Unknown God, Gold, and the second who came. Starting with the Archons. With the current Archons we have now, it is not for sure that Zhongli and Venti fit with our characteristic because they both are male. Raiden Shogun or A also does not fit with the characteristic because Through the story so far, it never shows us if Raiden Shogun has the ability to telepathy. Even though Nahida can do telepathy, the way it sounds doesn't fit with her personality and age. Now, there are 3 Archons left here: Hydro Archon, Pyro Archon, and Cryo Archon. I personally don't think they fit with the characteristic, because with the knowledge we have now, none of them have hints to be able to telepathy, especially without any assistance. I see many of us assume the voice is Hydro Archon. Then the question is, which type of telepathy does the Hydro Archon use? Local or contact? If that is local, what makes the Hydro Archon do that? Through what? Because even Nahida as an Archon too needs outside assistance to be able to telepathy. If that is contact, which scene does the traveler physically contact with something that relates to the Hydro Archon? Is it with random water there? So yeah, overall, the mysterious voice is not from the Archons. Alice and Gold are not suitable with the characteristic either, because Alice needs outside assistance to do telecommunication. That's why Dodo communication device made. Since Gold has a connection to Alice, then it most likely Gold doesn't have the ability to telepathy without outside assistance. So, as you can see, number 3 of our characteristic list is not something usual for mortal beings, even among the Archons. Telepathic without outside assistance can only be used by higher up entities. Then, the rest of our candidates probably fit with our characteristics now, despite the fact we don't currently know if they are female or male, except for the unknown god. We still can use the number 2, 3, and 4 of our characteristic list. So, let's try it up. The unknown god, in my opinion, is not suitable because we know her voice and some part of her personality. So yeah, she is not the mysterious voice. Night Mother. Well, we don't have any info about this entity or rather this title. It only appears in the book, specifically the Pale Princess of the Six Pygmies. So it's less likely. Now we have the Primordial One, Istaroth, and the Second Who Came. If Primordial One and the Second Who Came were still alive, then this trio can be the mysterious voice. Note, Istaroth is the best candidate here because from what we currently know, Istaroth really cares and is gentle with humans and also related to time and history of the world, which match with number 2 and 4 of our characteristic list. So yeah, that's it. What do you think? Is my analysis easy to understand? Is Istaroth indeed the mysterious voice there? Or even a completely different entity because I think it's a little bit early to reveal Istaroth now. It also could potentially be one of the goddess of flower messages. It might align up with the next patch, version 3.4, where the traveler investigates the area that has connection to the goddess of flower, the Eternal Oasis. If you have other ideas, an interesting thought, or even information that I forgot to mention and consider, feel free to share in the comment section down below. Lastly, I want to say from the deepest of my heart, thank you so much for your support, your ideas, your insights, and for anyone that's watching this video, especially for who's following this video series from part 1 till this part 6. Thank you so much. Hello Zen here, and bye.